Welcome back to the Rhonilg channel. I am Rhoni, and this is going to be part 2 of our planes of existence video, and hopefully I won't have nobody coming in, but it's all good if they do. I ain't knocking it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the 4 planes that we were discussing in part 1, being the astral, the physical, the astral, the etheric, and the mental. Now, the way I have these down are basically in comparisons to one another, okay, to help you guys, gain a little insight into the different realms and, different aspects of the realms. Okay, before we begin, I want to welcome all my sentient soul subscribers and all of my new faces, of course, that have tuned in, and hopefully you will go ahead and hit that bell and become a sentient soul subscriber of the Rhonilg channel as well. And it helps the channel grow. Then other viewers are able to, gain the joy in watching these videos as they learn about themselves and the world that they're living in at this given moment in time. Okay, so on with the show. Part 2. Okay, now we're going to be talking about right now, we're going to be talking about the astral plane, okay? Now, the astral plane is a mystical dimension that, of course, exists beyond our physical reality. And, of course, we're talking about the astral plane. Now, it is subtle. It is the subtle energy realm. It is distinct from the dense physical world. It vibrates at higher frequencies, making it less tangible but more fluid. Another key point about the astral plane is it is emotional energy. It's where our consciousness travels during dreams, astral projection, or near-death experiences as well. It is also another key point of the astral plane is it is between lifetimes. It's when we transition between physical lives, meaning birth and death. Our consciousness resides on the astral plane. It's like a waiting room where you get to see what you've done and get in preparation for what's coming next. Are y'all hearing what I'm trying to throw out? Okay. Another key point of the astral plane is it is a spiritual exploration. It's so you can connect with your spirit guides. You can also enjoy and explore alternate realities. And you can also gain insight beyond the limitations of your physical senses. Okay? Last key point of the astral plane is its symbolic realms, because symbolism reigns in the astral plane. Objects, places, encounters, they all hold different meanings. And it's a place of archetypes, like archangels. It's where the universe plays out. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on a minute. It's the night of wonderful events. There was like, dude, seriously, I don't know what's been happening, but hold on. I had to. So like, I don't know why, but for the past 3 days, I'm not lying, 3 days, each day there has been a huge, look at me. Look at me. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I just killed one. A mosquito. I'm like, what the? So, yeah. So, I had to kill that. So, sorry about that also. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so the last thing I said was talking about the spiritual and symbolic realms of the astral plane, talking about the archetypes and the archangels, and it's where the universe plays out, and that's where their environment is, where ours is the physical environment. Okay. Now the physical plane. Okay, on the other hand, that's, where we live. It's our everyday reality, and it's our our tangible world that we perceive through our 5 senses. Remember that. Always remember that. Okay, now, key points of the physical plane are, it is the material reality. It's the realm of matter, and the physical laws govern everything. Mountains, oceans, trees, your freaking morning coffee. All are part of the physical experience. I'm going to stop. Okay. Another key point of the physical plane, it is the sensory perception, i.e. our 5 senses, sight, sound, touch, hearing, and smell. And those 5 senses are what allows us to interact on this plane, the physical plane that we reside in, this physical body, as a light being. Where we eat, where we sleep, where we work, where we build, where we, have relationships, yada yada. Another key point of the physical plane is constraints and limitations, i.e. gravity. What goes up must come down. Time. Okay. Me and time. Me and time. We have this relationship. It's getting hot in here. I'm sorry. And time is a man-made construct, and time is to be used as a tool. That's it. That's it. But time is a constraint and a limitation on the physical plane. You could either work with time, or you can work against it, or you could let it work you. A lot of people do that. Okay, in addition to our physical bodies, all of those, our physical body, time, and gravity, they define our existence here on this planet. And we navigate through space, and I don't mean like Star Trek. I mean space. we navigate through different environments. How about that? We age through aging. That's how we navigate this life. And through the cycle of birth and death. The physical birth and death. Not you. Your physical body, temple that you're residing in. It's birth and death. Because you're an eternal being. You can't die if you've never been born. I'm just saying. Okay. And the fourth key point of the physical plane is it is the learning ground. I.e., welcome to the Rhoni OG channel. It's our school of growth. Okay? If you don't learn it the first time, you can guarantee you're going to get another chance to learn it again. And you're gonna keep getting that wonderful repeat of whatever situation until you get it right. It's our school of growth. I'm just saying. That's where we have our lessons, we have our challenges, we have our opportunities, and they all shape our evolution. Your, mine, your, his, hers evolution. Okay? And if it weren't for these lessons, challenges, and opportunities that we have in this physical realm, we would not be able to understand and learn empathy, resilience, and most importantly, love. And that's because we live in a dual reality as well. Just saying. Now, it's important to remember that, like, each plane is like a different iridescent light bulb, okay? And each birth, and I don't mean just birth of a child, I mean birth of anything within your life. Each experience within your life. And each awakening that you encounter are layers that are continually thinned by your learning until you reach that voila, I got it, light bulb moment, okay? And when you reach that realization, that's when you're gonna learn about your true authentic self. And it's continual. It's not something you do and then that's it. You don't do it again. It's nonstop. It's changing. Just like Gaia. Changes constantly. Okay? So do you. Yeah, buddy. So, now, the next, plane, or planes that I want to discuss are the 4, and I want to talk about the unique aspects of their nature of existence with regards to each plane, okay? Alright, now we'll start with the physical plane, okay? Just because we just got off that. Okay, so as I mentioned, the physical plane is the learning ground. It's where we deal with our constraints and our limitations, and we're learning through our experiences, which is within our material world that we live in every day, and it's how we perceive the existence is through our five senses. The astral plane is where the dreams reside, your emotions, and astral beings. It exists along it exists alongside the physical world, but it operates at a higher frequency. Okay? Now, the astral plane also, as I mentioned, is involved with astral projection, which is conscious astral projection, okay? Which allows us to explore the astral plane with intention. Whether that be through lucid dreams, meditation, but they allow us to view glimpses of mysteries of our life. Also, as mentioned, it was a symbolic realm, and that's where all the symbolism and the archetypes live and thrive, and it's where our subconscious communicates through vivid imagery. I'm going to say that again. When you're in the astral realm, it's where your subconscious communicates through vivid imagery. Lucid dreaming. Astral projection. Alright, now, the etheric plane. That is where energy flows and is interconnected. It overlays and it occupies the same space as the physical plane. And it connects all living things. It's the life force energy, as mentioned before. And that's also, you could say, vital force. Now, that's also, vital force is also known as prana or chi. Okay, so all four of those descriptions are the same thing, is what I'm trying to say. And regardless of which four of the names you use, it all flows through the etheric body. And it sustains our physical health and our vitality. The etheric plane is also for healing and energy work. A lot of energy healers, they often work with the etheric plane and with the etheric body, to restore balance and to promote well-being within the client that they are servicing at that point in time. And the mental plane, as mentioned, is the plane of thoughts, of pure thoughts. It is where pure thought, intuition, and inspiration, where they reside. It transcends physical limitations, and it connects us to the universal wisdom. It is where thought forms, okay? This is where thoughts take form. The energetic constructs that influence our reality, which are thoughts, because thoughts are energy. Wordless images, my friend. The thought forms are in the mental plane are based on creative ideas, philosophical ponderings, and mental clarity, which emerges from this particular plane. Now, it's when the mental plane is when assessing the mental plane, you're going to do this through meditation, through contemplation, deep introspection. That's, I would, when I say deep introspection, I like to call that sanctuary meditation. And that's where all three, meditation, contemplation, and then sanctuary meditation, is where you can tap into the mental plane's vast reservoir of knowledge, because it's insight, it's intuition, it's wisdom, my friends. All right, now remember that all of these realms, they excuse me, they all the planes, realms, they all interweave between one another. They influence, well, not one another, but the ones above and below, and they influence our perceptions and our experiences, okay? Depending on the frequency that you reside on will depend on what you receive from the different realms that you're working with. Now, as we explore these different realms, they will begin to enrich your understanding of your existence. From the ethereal, to the solid ground beneath your feet, is what I'm trying to say. Oh. Now, that is all of the information on the planes that I'm going to discuss. One thing about it, I have to bring up, when it comes to the base of all physical matter, that's the ether, okay? Which are where, or spirit, however you want to describe it. It's a substance, but it's like everywhere, but it's nowhere, kind of like, because the ether has, like I said, 1 foot in the physical world, and then 1 in the astral. So on either side, it's still ether. Remember ether? Ether? Okay. Hope you, if you watch the last video, you'd get that. Okay, now, the ether is a energy, alright? Just so we all are on the same page. And it vibrates to depict the physical world that you see and you know. It's like you are a bird in a cage surrounded by this etheric energy, fluid, substance that you can't see or touch because it's an energy, and you may not be able, not everybody is able to see or definitely touch the etheric fluid, okay, that is surrounding you, but you're feeding off that energy of the infinite ether because it's surrounding you. This is why it's important to understand what frequency that you are on. Okay. Now, the 4 elements, and see, this is why I like to say there are 5 elements. You got earth, water, fire, and air, right? But then you also have the ether. Okay, I'm just saying. But the 4 elements are actually, the 4 elements are the 4 vibrations of ether. Okay, meaning none of the elements are one of their own, because they are all composed of each other via transmutation. Like the earth has the lowest vibration and fire has the quickest. And each element, whether it be earth, water, fire, or air, they all share one characteristic with the one next to it. And of course, each element has a symbol, okay? And remember what I said, the symbolism was oh gosh, what that was the oh Lord, that was in the other one. Symbolism is a part of the plane that I'm trying to find where the symbol, that's all in the astral, because I'm sorry, I had my head down that whole time, but I was like looking for some information. But the symbolism, the realm of symbolism is the astral realm. And when it comes to the four elements, there are specific I'm doing symbols because I'm just used to it. But each element has its own symbol, and it represents its own energy as well. And it's just important to understand that, because it's very, imagine you got ether, okay? Ether in the middle, all right? You got fire up top, you got water on the bottom, you got earth on one side, and you got air on the other, all right? Now, okay, I remember, what is it, a kaleidoscope? Okay, I don't know why that word just come to my head, but a kaleidoscope. That's like the thing that you watch and it changes. Okay, if you can, okay, not everybody's going to remember that, but in the kaleidoscope they had the little different symbols. Okay, that would when you clicked, it would combine and make a different picture. Okay, so you got the etheric, fire, water, earth, air. They're all connected to the ether, right? Okay, each is in its own little circle. Okay, all the circles are connected to the ether circle. Now, each element circle is also connected with another. Because, like, for example, you got fire, and you got dry, and you got hot. Okay? Now, what makes fire hotter? Air. Okay? What makes fire dry? Dirt. Earth. Okay? Then you got, we got like, cold and wet. Okay? So, that would be underwater. Okay? So, wet. Okay? Air, sky, rain. Okay? Cold. Okay? Earth. And, but you see where I'm saying, where they all kind of, they don't all mix within one another, but they mix in with the ones beside them, but they're all connected to the ether. I hope that made sense. Okay, so, alright. Now, Plato had different aspects of the four elements, and I thought they were pretty cool, so I'm going to kind of throw them out at you real quick. Fire, he described as thinness and movement. Earth as thickness and rest. Excuse me. Air. Okay, I have to read all three. It's not going to make sense if I don't. So fire. Sharpness, thinness, and movement. Earth. Dullness, thickness, and rest. Air. Thinness, movement, excuse me, movement and dullness. Water is dullness, thickness, and movement. You see where they got their connections with the one above and the one below? Okay. Now, one more thing that I always think is really, really cool. And it might help y'all understand why certain people, when they're meditating, they use different fingers. Okay? I'm just saying there's a reason for everything, friends. Okay? Now, if we all have chakra system. We all have meridians. Okay? The energetic aspects of our physical body. All right? Now, when it comes to your hand, okay? Your thumb is the element of fire, air, ether, earth, water. Okay? So, and they're always in this order because it starts with the dense. Alright? So you got ether, okay, dense, earth. And then below earth lies water. Alright? Now, on top of water is air, which is on the other side of ether. And below air is fire. I mean, on top of air is fire. Fire, air, ether, earth, wind. I mean, water, wind. Let me say that again because I know it just jacked up. Oh my God, this is going on forever. I'm so sorry. Okay. Fire, fire, air, ether, earth, water. So the next time you're meditating or you see somebody else meditating and they're like holding certain fingers, and there are other things along it too, but we're just sticking with the elements right now. You know, oh look, they're working with these elements while they're meditating. You know, just give you something to think of. And also remember when it comes to passive and active energy, male and female energy, okay? Female is passive, male is active. The elements with regards to those energies for the female are water and earth, and for the male is fire and air, which makes sense. Passive, active. Okay, friends, other than that, remember, fire is light, air is breath, water is liquid, and earth is the bottom. Okay? Let's, okay, I was going to say bottom of the jaw, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, so let's look at it this way. Spirit, fire, air, water, earth. I'm so sorry. I really need some water. And I'm hoping I have some right here. Or something. Excuse me. Ooh, okay. Other than that, my friends, that's the end of the show. It's been an interesting video take for both part 1 and part 2, but, you know, that's the Rhoni channel for you. I like coughing so much, my eye was watering. I couldn't see. Anywho, thanks for coming along and joining in on the video, guys. Or at least on part 2. Sorry if it wasn't as funny as the ending of part 1. But, you know, sometimes things just happen. It is what it is. I ain't complaining. But other than that, if you watch this far, go ahead and like that little thumb and shake up the little bell, subscribe, become a sentient soul subscriber. And this whole video recording has just been the most entertaining for me in so many ways, and I just gotta get off because we are going on way too long, my friends. But anyhow, I love you all. You know I do. Kisses to every single one of you. And remember, be gentle to yourself, be gentle to others, and always be the standard that you know you are. Go on and say it. I'm a god. I'm a goddess. You can say it. It's okay. Because that's what you are. Don't ever forget it. And always straighten up your crown. Because you want to make sure you look good in the process. Peace out, friends. Ciao.